Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love remakes!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hook and Bridge podcast. I am your host, Harley, joined in, as always, by my co-host and little sister, Taylor. And today we have a super special guest on the show. So the new album 4 comes out June 6th. The main track that I think you guys are really pushing on that is Drunk and Alone, correct?
That's our latest single. That follows the first single, Damage, the second single, Dangerous Game, and now Drunk and Alone.
Yeah. So the new album comes out June 6th. Dangerous Game is a personal favorite of mine.
Awesome.
I thought the Drunk and Alone was really good too, but Dangerous Game is just, that's a hard hitter, man. That comes in real heavy right out the gate. So yeah, you guys are keeping blues alive. You're keeping rock and roll alive. Please welcome Dustin Douglas from Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. So you guys are Pennsylvania natives, right?
Yes, we are. We're from, we originated in a town called Wilkes-Barre, PA.
Mm-hmm.
Around the Scranton area, for those that watch The Office, that's the claim to fame there. But yeah, we're PA boys, tried and true.
We are from Ohio, but we're like 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, right there on the eastern border right there.
Yeah, you guys are close enough.
Yeah. So did you guys, growing up or in the past, I guess just in the past 20 years, were you super into like the Clarks?
I actually loved the Clarks growing up. Great Pittsburgh band.
Yeah.
It's if I remember correctly, I did a few years in a band called the Badleys, which are a national act here out of Pennsylvania, and we played. I believe we played a gig with the Clarks, and such a great band, such a solid, great band, great songs, great musicianship. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so
We're big Clarks fans.
Yeah, well, I mean, that what I love about the Clarks is that it's such a big thing. The units that they sell within that region alone,
For sure, yeah.
right, just show how strong of a presence they have. Which is, man, that's not, that's kind of like a lost art form, but they're definitely like people who love them, and that's
it's
awesome.
It's crazy too that like, so I moved to Virginia about 7 years ago. And when I moved down here, to me growing up, they were always on the radio. Like all of the major terrestrial radio stations played Clark's songs, and Froggy 104 played a handful of their hits too. And
Nice.
it was just one of those things where like I thought everyone knew them. And I came down here and people are like, I've never heard of that band.
Man, it's wild. It's so big regionally.
Yeah.
And man, hey, sometimes you can listen in this industry. You got to be happy with what you get, and
Right.
That's something to be very proud of.
So let's talk about. I don't usually bring up the names or like the logos of bands because I find it to be a little cliche. But you guys have one of the most interesting, like badass logos of any band I've ever seen. The Boltman. How did the Boltman come across?
So one of my best friends in the world, his name's Dave Fisk, and Dave started doing graphic design for us. He's my wife's first cousin, and we've been friends forever. We grew up together, and he's an amazing graphic designer. And around around the creation of the band, we're like, I really want a cool logo. I always loved a logo that without words or without the band name, who the band is, like the Rolling Stones' tongue.
Yeah.
I have a lot of them tattooed on me, I have obviously the Boltman, but then I have the Rolling Stones tongue, and so he had used the Boltman in a previous version, and I don't believe it had the bolt. I believe it kind of was the silhouette of the man, and I don't think the hat was there. So he reworked it, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, man, that's totally it. And it's kind of grown. We kind of play with it for the holidays and stuff, where we'll do like special editions, and people really, really grabbed onto it, and it's so nice that it happened out of the gate, and it's one less thing we have to worry about. Totally.
The cool thing that I like about it is it gives off like this social distortion style.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Hell
like almost
yeah.
like a ska feel, but you guys are so rock and roll. It's like it's
Nice.
not exactly what I thought you guys were gonna sound like, especially when I saw like the promo that you guys have for the album cover for 4. I hadn't heard of you guys beforehand, and when I saw the album cover, I definitely was expecting like a blues, but like more of a Robert Johnson or like a BB King blues. Yeah,
sure, more traditional style.
Yeah, and you guys are much more into like the Stevie Ray Vaughan world, and
yes,
it's so cool, man. But hell yeah, I really love that logo. It's a badass logo.
Thank you, man.
Is that a Zeppelin 4 tattoo?
I have the symbols. Yeah, I have the symbols. Yeah, I'm just a rock and roll child, man. Through and through.
You are the embodiment of. You ever play the video game Rock Band?
I've screwed around with it. What's funny is like if you actually play guitar or actually play an instrument, it's much harder.
Yes.
To kind of train your brain. My brother and his friends, I used to come home, and we all lived with my parents when we were younger. He was a huge Rock Band fan. I just remember, some of the tunes. I mean, it was great because it made a lot of those songs huge for a different reason.
Yeah.
It was another outlet. I know that there was a Strokes song on there that was really hard to play, and like it was cool, man. Rock Band is super cool. It was hey, anytime you could get rock and roll into the mainstream in one way or another, it's a good thing.
When I designed my character growing up, you are that character in real life. It's crazy. Like you're the most rock and roll of all rock and roll, man. The accoutrements, the glasses, like you live, breathe, and rock. Is your stage presence and like persona something you carry with you 24/7? Like, are you rock and roll every day of the week?
I have been told that is the case. Yeah. There's not really, which is cool. I mean, I do joke around, like, funnily enough, this is a good story. So, for a short period of time in my life, I worked at a local music store called Music Around, and I, didn't have my hat on, didn't have my shades on, just was kind of like just normal, in a Music Around t-shirt. And I had a guy having a conversation with me about me. And I was like, what the hell is going on? What the fuck is happening right now? And then it was wild. I always joked, like if I went down behind the counter and put on shades and my big hat. So yeah, man, I've just, for me, it was like growing up, it's always kind of just been part of it, man. Like the people I look up to, the people as a kid that I looked up to, whether it be Slash or Joe Perry from Aerosmith, like the leather pants and the bandanas hanging, and like it just really spoke to me. And I love the fashion sense of it all. And I mean, that kind of separates the men from, if you see a band that looks like a band, it's part of the fun, man.
I love it, man.
Get to play dress up for a living,
Literally, it's perfect. Like every video I see of you, I'm like, damn, he just looks so cool. Like, I wish I had that kind of fashion sense. I tried to rock bracelets. I've got a 8 month old at home.
Oh, congratulations, man! Congratulations.
but he's in that grabbing stage, so I don't wear my bracelets much
No,
anymore.
man. No. You'll be picking up beads for months, you know?
But no, man, every time I watched a video, I was like, damn, you got like this Johnny Depp vibe about you, you know, like old John, like not
Hell yeah.
old Johnny, but like young Johnny Depp, like what was that show he was in? 21 Jump Street, you know, when
Yeah,
he
man.
started getting into like the more rock and roll look.
I'll
Hell
take
yeah,
it.
I love that.
I think we're all coming from the same place, and like, you know, I think we all just kind of want to be Keith Richards, you know?
Yeah, right. Even Keith Richards wants to be Keith Richards these days.
Damn right. Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about the album, man. This is your 4th studio record. Tell me a little bit about the process. What was different about going into the studio on this one? It tails off of your last record, right? It's kind of like a continuation.
Yeah, I mean, I knew coming out of Black Leather Blues, I wanted to put something out relatively quick, you know, not wait around. Because, you know, the success of the last record, I really wanted to kind of just jump at it and continue that stride. So it was weird. It felt like a different record recording it. You know, we usually, all three of us, kind of get into the room and lay down basic tracks. And this time around, it was, you know, we kind of did it a little bit more traditional style, where we laid the drums down, and then we were still kind of all there at the same time, but it was just a little bit different. And it was more like the songs came sporadically rather than one large session. And at the time, I honestly I said to myself, I don't know, it's going to be an interesting record to see how this pans out, because it felt different than the others. Not necessarily felt wrong, it just felt different. Now in retrospect, I think it's turned out to be exactly what we needed it to turn out to be, what we wanted it to be. It just feels very natural. These songs are very natural. There's not, you know, obviously a week out, you know, we're doing some fun things. We're doing some fun live streams for the release. So I have to head back and kind of like relearn these songs, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. But like listening to them, like there's not much strenuous relearning, because everything is just so natural. It's just a very, very natural record for us. Whether that's the way that we wrote the songs, that I wrote the songs, or whether it's just that's where we're at in our career, where we know our strengths and we know our weaknesses. And I think we're really in a good place. And I think this record kind of really exemplifies that.
Yeah, for sure. The other cool thing too is it's a fun one, right? Like there's not so much depth, right? It's a much more like casual, fun listen, rather than something that you're sitting down and really needing to like emotionally invest, right? You know what I mean? Your songs on this one are much more of that upbeat kind of party vibe.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I'm glad that you kind of picked up on that, because that's kind of what I was saying. Like it's kind of that vibe where it's not too deep. I mean, you know, maybe the last track, Missing You, we kind of we went into that saying, you know, what don't we have in our catalog? We really don't have like a longer, you know, kind of just jam, Pink Floyd meets Zeppelin kind of, who cares if it never gets played on the radio kind of thing. And that ended up being one of my favorite tracks on the record. But it's just very natural. There's nothing really too, you know, a lot of the songs, there's nothing too complicated.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes in the writing in our past records, the songs that we spent the most time on, we don't even end up playing those live, or they end up not being it's like, why are we wasting our time trying to make these opuses or making things difficult for the sense? It's like, rocking in the free world is like 4 chords. Like let's stop wasting time and just let's write stuff and record stuff that feels good. And if it's easy to play, it's easy to play, and great. I hope people can cover the songs and learn the songs, and guitar players can figure out the songs. And yeah, I'm glad that you're picking up on it, because obviously it's kind of just been our record in this little cocoon, and now it's starting to get out there and we're starting to hear some feedback. So
Right.
you got it, man. And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good that kind of you could get that vibe from it all.
Well, coming off of Black Leather, like those songs, like they had this really like darkness to them, and a much more complex chord structure. And the solos were like fucking phenomenal, but like they
Thank you.
were, it was longer sets, for sure. And they were super impressive, but yeah, this one was much more of like that. It's just a good like rock and roll kind of sit out with your friends at the bonfire.
Hell
But
yeah.
lyrically you're still challenging, right? So I assume you write the lyrics as well.
I do. And I mean, lyrically, I think with every record I write, it certainly, I can't say that it gets easier, but I know that the motive gets easier. I know what I have to do. I know that it needs to be 100%
Mhm.
honest and truthful, because it makes it that much more satisfying when you get to play them live a million
Right.
times in the next years. And um, yeah, I mean, with that being said, lyrically, this record I feel is also very um, just natural. Like it's
Yeah.
just, I'm just like this. This is the shit I'm feeling. This, I'm gonna say it in a certain way, and there's gonna be no regrets about it.
So speaking of the lyrics, let's talk a little bit about a personal favorite of mine, Dangerous Game.
Yes,
Um, what was your inspiration? Because from what I hear, most of your stuff is coming from true life. Most of your stuff is
sure,
coming from experiences. So
sure.
what inspired Dangerous Game?
Man, I went at it with, I just wanted to write. That's like that song alone is kind of in the vein of like, an AC/DC, a Buck Cherry, just a straight ahead rock game,
Yeah.
which you don't want to go too deep with those lyrics.
Yeah.
So it was, it's kind of about that one was almost written as if I stepped back, and it was kind of more of like a movie. I was writing it for like a movie. Like I had the vision in my head of this, this dangerous game, and this woman who kind of is just a badass, you know, with kind of a carpe diem attitude. And then I kind of just embodied that spirit, and yeah, the rest is kind of history now. The
Because
the ink is
that's
the
what
ink
I
is dry.
felt too when I listened to the record. Like that was the one that kind of stood out because the rest of them feel much more like your personal stories, and that one felt more of like that, like soft. Just I don't want to say generic because that's the wrong term, but like
Sure,
not your story. It didn't feel like your story, where
correct,
Drunk and Alone is clearly your story.
right, right. And that's the thing. It's like, although a lot of people will think that every song may be autobiographical, but you know it may not. It may be something that happened to a friend, or maybe something that
Mhm.
happened to someone that you read about, or maybe
Mhm.
something. So a lot of people will assume, and people can assume and take whatever they want from. That's what's great about songs, is the same song, Dangerous Game, somebody might feel something totally else, something different about it. And that's what's so beautiful about it. But yeah, you're kind of spot on with that, where it kind of wrote, um, my good friend Brett Alexander, um, when I got stuck with the lyrics on that song, I kind of met up with him, and we kind of like hashed out some things, and he kind of like was like, all right, well, what are you trying to say? So it was, it was good for him to kind of, get me out of my head and be like, all right, well, this is what we're doing here. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun to sometimes write lyrics totally unattached. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
that's a different style of writing, and which I haven't delved into. So I'm glad that I kind of did, and I'm glad that you dig that. That's super cool.
So as far as like the guitar goes, though, your playing style is um sort of this Marcus King, Leonard Skinner type vibe.
Mhm.
Um, what would you say were some of your bigger music influences on this album?
I mean, for this album, I mean, I've been playing guitar since I was like 8, 9 years old.
Damn, that's a
So
long time.
yeah, it's been a minute. Um, you know, and I grew up with the best shit around. My parents played the best shit. You know, my parents were both enormous Zeppelin fans. And then through the years, when I would buy myself cassettes and then CDs, it was like, you know, it was Aerosmith, it was Jimi Hendrix, it was Stevie Ray Vaughan, like all of the obvious classics. But then,
Mhm.
you know, then I got Evil Empire by Rage Against the Machine, and that shit just was like, this is the coolest shit ever. You know, Tom Morello is like a riff master, you know.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of different stuff. I really do. Um, you know, oftentimes the last thing I want to listen to is something that is similar to what I make. You know, I want to listen to something that's totally off the wall.
Right,
Um,
right.
I mean, but a good song is a good song, no matter what genre. But as far as guitar playing is concerned, there's so many great guitar players out there now. It's, you know, from the ages of 7 years old. You know, it's like you know, I've said in a past podcast this week where it's like, man, it's like it can be discouraging, I think, to maybe some young guitar players because there is so many great guitar players, but
Oh yeah.
they're not they're not you though. You know, you got to do what you do and do it best. You know,
Right.
if you play power chords and that's it, you know, if you play Ramones type shit, like play those power chords better than anyone else could. Just do what you do and do it better than anybody else. You know, you don't have to. Not everybody needs to strive to be, you know, Eddie Van Halen. It's not because you. It's just not. There's no sense. Be you. Um, that's a big thing. That's a real big thing for me. But I love so many guitar players, man. There's like, you know, I grew up, you know, when I got Pearl Jam 10,
Oh,
you know, like that, those records, like that stuff just really, you know, and I was a big Goo Goo Dolls fan growing up too,
literally
you know.
got it right
Yeah,
here.
does it get
Plan
any
on
better
giving
than that?
giving it away to a
Yeah,
fan next week. So
there we go. I mean, that record alone is just, and I mean, and what's great is like Mike McCready, Stone Gossard, like those dudes were students of Hendrix. So it's like,
yes, yeah.
you know, you get that stuff funneled through other people. And it's such a beautiful thing, man. It's just like, take it all, make it your own, experiment, fuck up, and something beautiful is going to come out of it, you know?
Speaking of something beautiful, your cover of Beast of Burden. Let's talk about
Oh, dude.
that. That was, oh my god, man. Your like voice on that song and the choices that you made on that cover. Um spots where so I'm sitting there watching it and I'm singing along, and spots where I thought you were gonna go high, you ended up going low, or you ended up going like you did this weird run where it was like you stayed in the same exact spot where I thought for sure the melody would go higher. Um,
Cool.
yeah, it was so good, man. You must be a giant Rolling Stones fan.
I'm a giant Rolling Stones fan. I think that yeah, I mean it's one of my, you know, me and my wife are in my studio. I just have like a huge painting of the tongue that my mom did for us. But it's, yeah, I've been fortunate enough to see them now over the last couple of years, a couple times, and it, you know, the first time I saw them, I literally cried like a little baby because it was just like to hear Keith's Telecaster
Yeah,
through his amps like directly into my ears was a different, you know, it was a different kind of power, man. It was awesome. But yeah, that cover, man, I think I just started. I knew I always wanted to cover that song because for me, that recording of that song is just such a moment where it is like so soft and
Yeah.
so. It's just such a vibe. It's wild. And then I think I started doing it like at some of my solo acoustic shows that I do every once in a while. And then I brought it to the band, and the band will do, we'll throw it into our full band sets every once in a while. Yeah, it's an homage. And I am not one to ever play a cover song. First of all, we only do cover songs that we want to do. We don't do them because we feel like we're obligated to do them or the audience will like them or so we kind of selfishly play them for us, but never do I try to mimic that because you're always going to come up short. So you might as well make it your own.
Yeah.
And that's definitely one where we kind of I put my own spin on it.
I mean, by the end of it, I was like, this guy needs to be on American Idol. Like, it's true. Like, it's one of the most intimate versions of that song I've ever heard. Like,
well,
truly.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you oh man,
It caught my wife's attention. She was just walking through the room. She was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Getting ready to interview him in 2 hours."
Sweet, man. Super cool. Well, thank you for doing the deep dive. Yeah, that's a great tune. I mean, I just, I play it often out there with my acoustic shows, and we throw it into the band set because, man, it's just a good song. It's one of the best. It's a special moment in time, that track.
So let's talk about your previous album a little bit because I thought that album was such a great like. So you have your first album, right, which is like a little more not sloppy, but like you guys weren't as tight then. And then the second album came out, and the second album was much more of like developing the direction. But that third album is where you kind of like you guys came in, you're like, we know what we're doing. Like that was such a phenomenal record. Are they still doing the beers around Pennsylvania for that album?
I believe they sold out actually. I actually was over at my parents' house the other day and I opened up their fridge and they have they got a couple cases of it. It can't be good. I know that. But yeah, I'd
That's a
send you some if
item
it
at this
wasn't.
point, man.
Yeah. But that was a really cool, we try to do different things for releases of the record. And yeah, I mean, I think that's all you could really ask for when you make records is that each one is that much more of a growing process and that much
Yeah.
more better than the last. It's kind of weird to have that growth be accessible to everyone, but I mean, that's how it works as a recording
Yeah.
artist. I think maybe it'd be a red flag if we didn't get better or the records didn't sound better or or songwriting didn't get better or I don't know if we would be having this conversation, but
So statistically, bands, you're like your best record is statistically your second record. Like for any music, statistically, the second record is the standout. But for you guys, I really think it's that third album. Like I think that album is going to just stand the test of time. I don't know what you guys were able to capture on that record that's just different, especially just different in the industry. But like that one seriously stands out. And this next one that's coming out is going to be like a whole new like level of professionalism. You guys really just really went guns to the wall on this one. I don't want to give too much away to the audience because I want them to listen to it. But I mean, it's top tier, man.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And I mean, we definitely know that we had something special with Black Leather Blues. I mean, we really spent a lot of time writing a lot of material for that. Some of that material was not sussed out and kind of, I'm trying to think if anything made it onto this record. Actually, I believe Damage was like written around that time. The Well was the Well was really, really full. We still have some stuff, we could go back and kind of suss out and work out that we wrote around that time. And that's just how it goes. Sometimes you strike gold and sometimes you just write shit. So you just have to but we wrote so much music around that time and buckled down, and that we're still, getting the fruit off the vine from that. So yeah, it's so much so whether, my management, jokingly and somewhat non-jokingly was like, how the hell are you going to top that one? I was like,
right.
Yeah, fuck you. Thanks. I don't know.
It's the passion, I think, man. Like there was just so much passion in that record. It's just truly like you guys really captured something special in that one. And this one, I think you did too. I truly do. Like
absolutely.
I think
I feel like it's definitely an extension of that.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wait till
just came in a little. Yeah, you came in a little.
Wait till the next one.
So we do have a couple of final questions for the interview side.
Awesome.
So what would be like your dream collaboration if you could work with an artist now living? What would be like a dream collaboration for you and the band?
Wow, that's a great question. A dream collaboration. See, all right. So I'm gonna go along the lines of something that would make sense for us. Because I mean, I could say that there's people that I would like to collaborate with. I'm going to think too much about this, and I'm going to put it.
It's a great question, and I like asking it because we'll take the clip and then we'll tag the artist that you say, and hopefully, I'm hoping that one day that clip will just make that happen for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I think, there's obviously a lot of people I would love to collaborate with, whether that be like a vocalist to, I think I would love to like write a tune with Chris Stapleton.
I
think he's a badass. I mean, that's just Southern rock. I mean, it's so good. His songwriting he makes it seem so simple. I think I would love to spend some time with Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers.
Yep.
I think he would definitely understand what we do. I also have been forever and still am an enormous Black Crowes fan.
Oh, and that would be a fantastic.
Yeah. One. I'd love to get into a room with like Rich Robinson and write some tunes and, have him maybe even like, produce a record for us. That, those are things that, are not totally off the,
yeah.
Listen, if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Right.
So,
right.
But those are the ones that really come to mind. I think that would make me really, really, really happy.
I think another like really cool mix, just because he's just slightly, I would say slightly, more country than you guys. Brantley Gilbert, I think, would be like a solid collaboration. You know what I mean? He's got like that same kind of tonality as you, but he's a little more redneck.
Well, ironically, I am very one of my great friends is a guitar tech for Brantley, and I have just been and I just recently was with Brantley in the camp a few weeks ago when they came to town, so I know those guys pretty well. So that is amazing that you said that, and
that's crazy.
That's really cool. And Brantley is one of the kindest, most awesome people in the world, and I love Brant, and I think that you were spot on. I think me and Brantley should do something for sure.
Yeah, I think that you guys have like a really cool mix. He's just a little more twang, and then you come in with that like more rock. I think they just did a tour with Nickelback a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, everyone, him and his band are just some of the most kind, gracious people in the world, and anytime I get to be around them, I feel right at home, and they make you feel at home. So, man, hopefully, me and Brant could do something in the future for sure. Little Southern man, little Yankee, we'll make it
Yeah.
happen.
Hell yeah,
Harley,
man.
you know what's going on, man. I like you. You know what's up.
So excuse me one second. I've been battling this cough for like 2
Oh,
weeks
God
now.
bless you.
So we have a super fun game that we're gonna play. How is your 90s music trivia?
I want to say it's pretty decent, man. I mean,
Okay.
that was a good time in my life for me. So now I'm gonna, put my foot in my mouth, but I'm excited to try. I don't think I'm terrible.
So Taylor is going to be the game host this week. She's gonna read the
love it.
questions, and it's gonna be me versus you this week. So
Let's go.
the rules are Dustin gets to go first.
Of course.
And then it goes to me, and we'll go back and forth. Let's set a limit, because I never set a limit, and then we end up going way too long. Let's set a limit of. Let's do 20 questions. That's a fair amount.
That looks about 20.
Sure. So it's going to be me versus Dustin, and Dustin, you get the honors of going first, and it must be a great question.
All right, I'm ready. Taylor, hit me.
Who was the lead singer of Limp Bizkit?
Fred
Nice.
Durst.
Yep.
Yes. I just saw Limp Bizkit and Metallica last week, so.
Oh no shit! How was that show?
It was awesome. It was Metallica's on top of their game. It's crazy.
That's like my bucket list show, man. I haven't seen
Yeah,
Metallica yet.
dude, you got to get out and see them for sure on this run. It's really cool. But yeah, Fred Durst is the lead singer of Limp Bizkit.
Is the lead singer.
All right, let's see it.
Which band had a hit with The Fly in 1996? Would you like the choices? Or
Yes. Yeah.
You
These.
get 4 choices.
Yeah, there are A through D.
Okay.
On these.
Yes.
All right.
A. Soul Asylum.
No.
B. U2. C. Smashing Pumpkins. Or D. REM.
I think it's U2.
You would be correct.
There we go.
Oh, all right.
Alrighty. Are you ready, Dustin?
I'm ready.
Which singer's middle name was, oh no, I can't read, Ronzoni?
His middle name was Ronzoni?
Ronzoni?
All right, I'm going to need some choices here.
A. Seal. B. John Cicada. Is that how you say that? Sure. C. Notorious B.I.G. Or D. Luther Vandross. Ronzoni for a middle name.
I hope that it's Seal, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, let's go with Seal.
That is incorrect.
I steered you wrong, man.
That's a tough question.
That's a tough question. Could you imagine somebody named their kid Seal Ronzoni?
I don't think Seal is.
So who was it?
Would you like to try again?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm backing out on that one. I have no clue.
D. Luther Vandross.
Okay.
Luther Ronzoni.
Crazy.
Luther Ronzoni
Vandross. Wow. All right. Not enough room on the marquee for that one.
Yeah, right. At that point, you just put up Luther and hope everybody gets it.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Which streets did Bruce Springsteen sing about in 1994?
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're Bruce Springsteen haters over here.
Awesome.
I don't know if it feels like Bruce Springsteen, but A. Philadelphia. B. Boston. C. New York. Or D. Los Angeles.
So as a Pennsylvania guy, you've got to have some opinions on Bruce Springsteen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hot topic right now. Obviously, but I mean, I love Bruce. I mean, I think he's
Okay.
badass. Yeah, I think he's badass. Yeah, I just great songs.
He's an incredible songwriter. My only
Yeah.
gripe has always been that he's sang for 30 years about blue collar America, and the man hasn't experienced blue collar America. It's crazy.
Sure. Hey, but again, I mean, that's just a character, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a character. But man, nobody wants to hear about the life of a millionaire musician.
Right.
I have a boyfriend whose dad only listened to Bruce Springsteen. So every time I hear Bruce Springsteen, it's just like, and it was only 3 songs. And from that point, I was like, maybe I'm just not a fan. I feel like I was younger. Maybe it's not for me.
Born in the USA does slap though.
It's the only one.
Those are the good ones.
It's got to be Philly. Yeah.
It is. Yes, it is. Streets of Philadelphia.
Who had a hit in 1990 with the Shoop Shoop song?
Oh no.
A. Cher. B. Whitney Houston. C. Kylie Minogue.
Minogue.
D. Sinead O'Connor.
Hold on. So the song was Shoop Shoop?
Yes, the song name is Shoop Shoop.
And what were the choices again?
Yeah, I'm also baffled. I was thinking
because
man.
I know of a I'm thinking of a song. Shoot. Well, just give me the choices again. We'll take it from there.
B. Whitney Houston. C. Kylie Minogue. Or D. Sinead O'Connor.
And it's none of the ones I think of, but let's go with Kylie Minogue.
Oh, you are wrong.
Oh man, I'm thinking it was like Shoop Shoop. It was like In Vogue or Salt and Pepper, wasn't it?
See, I was definitely thinking of a hip hop song.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of a Salt and Pepper song.
Is it?
Right.
Is it Cher?
It is Cher.
Cher.
We've had this question a handful of
times. That's what I was thinking. I was like, it sounds
Taylor,
familiar.
You're not being kind with these questions.
I'm so sorry. I shuffled. I was trying to be nice.
You're not. This is terrible.
This is terrible.
Oh, I don't know who these people are, so we're gonna skip that. Here we go. Is it your turn?
It is.
Oh, a terrible one. Oh, never mind. I can't read those. Okay. Whose real name is Lassane Parrish Crooks? Are you ready for your choices?
Yeah, I definitely need some choices on this one.
MC Hammer, Shaggy, Tupac, or LL Cool J?
It's definitely not Tupac. Lassane?
Lassane. Lesane. That's how you right? Lassane?
Sure.
Lassane?
MC Hammer?
Ooh, you are wrong. It's Tupac.
It was Tupac?
I did not know that either.
I
Man.
also didn't know that.
I thought his name was definitely something else.
Mean. These are mean questions.
Dustin,
I love it.
For you. Don't worry.
All right, I'm ready.
Actually,
I'm ready.
if you don't get this right, we have to end the show right.
Podcast is over.
Dookie was the title of a studio album by which band?
That is a band called Green Day.
Yes, it is. We love Green Day over here.
We do love Green
We
Day.
love Green Day.
How can you not?
Ooh. You might get this one wrong. Actually, if you get this one wrong, you might have to sleep outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Happy Duro, and Nick Carter were members of which
okay.
unit?
I don't know Howie, but I know Nick Carter. That's in sync.
Oh.
Was it Backstreet Boys?
Yes, it was.
Son of a bitch.
Dub. Boo.
You should let me read the choices.
It wouldn't have mattered. I would. In sync's got to be. Oh, that's
It was
crazy.
only Backstreet Boys.
That's crazy.
That's crazy that you guessed the wrong.
Ah.
Fun. Oh no.
My wife's gonna be so
Yeah,
pissed.
she is.
Yeah.
Oh no. Alrighty. Which band released the album Different Class in 1995? A. Radiohead. B. Smash Mouth. C. Pulp. D. Belle and Sebastian.
Hmm.
Let's go with Ellen Sebastian.
Ooh, you're wrong. Oh no.
Yeah, I've never heard of that record, to be honest with
It
you.
was
So
Pulp.
that's
Oh yeah, no, I
Okay.
was gonna say Smash Mouth. So
yeah.
It's like a Smash Mouth. Yeah. Let's see. Sure, we'll go with this one. The album Park Life by Blur was released in which year?
oh, I know this one.
Oh, do you want me to read choices?
No,
Do it. Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
1994.
Wow, that was incredible.
It was the year I was
Very
born.
nice.
That was really
Super
good.
cool.
Good job.
I
Super
know a
cool.
lot about the year I was born.
I love that.
Oh, you'll get this one. This is a good one. This is actually my favorite question out of this whole game.
Okay.
What was the lead guitarist of the Offspring famously known as?
Noodles.
Yeah.
Noodles.
Yeah.
What an incredible
yeah.
band. They put on such a great show.
Noodles. Yeah. All right.
That's so fun.
I'll take it.
What was the stage name of Andre Rommel Young? I feel like I shouldn't give you choices because you should know this.
hmm
And I have a great hint. If you would like a great hint.
No hints for me. I'm fairly confident that it's Andre 3000.
No.
No?
Would you like my hint now? You don't have to guess, but I really like my
That's what I was gonna say, Harley. So
See, with these, I feel like it's not the answer that you think it is.
Sure.
You know what? I bet it's Dr. Dre.
It is. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are the only two Dre's that I know.
Right, right.
I feel like every time we have this question, you say Andre 3000.
Probably.
Hey, you might be consistently wrong, but you're consistent.
Yeah, we'll do these last 4.
Okay.
Cool.
Where was I at? Sorry, guys, I got all messed up.
You're doing a
Okay.
great job.
Sure. Alrighty. Whose 4th studio album was called Animal Rights? A. Madonna. B. Nas. C. Massive Attack. Or D. Moby.
Moby.
You're so smart.
Yeah, he loves animals a lot.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's a vegan, right?
He's like, yeah, I mean, he has like he's got like some serious like vegan tattoos and like
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. Good for him,
What,
man.
what
That's
an
cool.
interesting. He's
A
an
vegan
interesting
tattoo.
guy.
Like,
I think
Probably
he-
that
You know,
one
he has. I'm pretty sure he
Chick-fil-A.
has. I'm pretty sure he has an animal rights tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes
and then he's got something on his neck as well. Yeah. He passionate man.
Yeah.
A badass vegan tattoo though would be like a piece of broccoli, or like the Chick-fil-A. You know how the cow says eats more chickens.
Yeah.
If
Right.
there was like something that said like it was like a cow that said like eat more broccoli or something, that'd be great.
There you go. That's your next tattoo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. She goes lettuce.
Oh, that too.
She's vegan. Yeah. Who released Freestyler in 1990? A.
Chumbawamba? That's not the answer.
It's not, but I've never seen that written.
Chumbawamba?
Chumbawamba. Oh, buddy.
I love Chumbawamba.
B. Baby Lonzu. C. Bomb Funk's MCs. Or D. Gloria Estefan.
Okay, well, I only know A and D. I'm gonna go Gloria.
was C. Bumfunks and C's.
Yep, I've
Okay.
never heard of
No.
that.
We
No,
got
me
the
neither.
weird set of cards.
When I said 90s trivia, I was expecting like Pearl Jam or like Toto or
Mm-hmm.
you know, Toad the
These are-
Wet Sprocket.
Guys. In which year did Nirvana release Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Ooh.
A. 1990. B. 1991. C. 1993. Or D. 1992.
Oh God.
See, these ones were way better. Why'd you let me pick up the wrong stuff? I feel like that's our-
My gut says 1991.
Your gut is correct.
91. See, I was thinking 92. That's crazy.
Because I mean, I know the record came, sometimes it's not when the record came out. Sometimes, the single is released. So
That's true.
yeah, that could have been a trick question, but 91.
So there's that.
Is we got what, one more? Is
This
this
is
it?
the last one.
Yeah. I'm so mad we didn't pick up this pile. Enema of the state was the
Blink
third-
182.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
we
yeah.
knew that one. We knew that one.
Let's see. Let's make sure it's not a tie. Ooh.
Is it a tie?
It is not a tie. Do we want to take guesses on who won?
I think Dustin won, honestly.
Dustin did, in fact.
Yeah, was it by
Whoa.
one?
It was, in fact.
Yeah.
And I do not feel like a winner after that, but
It's not hard. I feel like it's weird.
oh, that was fun, guys. That was fun.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations on winning 90s trivia with us.
Oh, I gotta put that in our bio now.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got to put it up on the LinkedIn. Whenever
yeah.
you go to apply for any
I'll
sort
give
of job.
I'll give you an address to send the trophy over.
Yes. So again, everybody, the band is Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentlemen. The album coming out June 6th is for. Also check out Black Leather. That was also an incredible album. So, Dustin, what do you got coming up, man? Aside from the album release.
Yeah, the album release comes out on Friday, June 6th. So we're doing some cool things next week. Before we're doing like a special, we're doing a live stream from the studio that we recorded it at on Friday night.
Hell
The
yeah.
day it comes out. We got some contest winners that are going to come down and hang with us in the studio. So that's like the next thing we got going on. We're doing a special little industry party for pre-listen on Wednesday. Then, the following week we're opening the WC Handy Festival in Kentucky. We're headed to Kentucky to do that. And then we just got a summer full of shows, man, festivals and theaters and clubs. And I know we're headed back to Indiana at the end of the summer. So it's just, it's a nice schedule to share the new tunes and the old
Yeah,
tunes.
man.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Can we expect any shows in Virginia?
we're I know not in the summer, but we could definitely there's a good chance we'll be there in the fall.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, but we'll definitely let you know when we're there. We'll get you
Yeah. I
guys.
definitely want to come
Get
hang
you
out
guys
with you
hooked.
guys.
Yeah, I would love to, man. We'll definitely hang out.
Hell yeah. So again, everybody, check out Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentlemen. The band's fucking phenomenal. You guys are truly doing something incredible, keeping this genre alive. It's so
Thank you.
nice and refreshing to see somebody coming up in the business that still holds those true rock and roll values, man. Can't say it enough. And your guitar playing's next level. Like truly, you guys are
thank you, man.
so
Thank
fucking
you.
good. All right, man.
I
Well,
really
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh man, Harley and Taylor, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely, man. Hey, open invitation. Anytime you want to hang out, you're welcome.
Absolutely, man. We when we come into town, man, we'll definitely send me your address. I would love to get you guys some swag. So
Fuck yeah, man. Okay.
all right. Yeah, man.
All
we'll
right,
make that
man.
happen. See you
All right,
guys.
man. See you later.
Thanks, man.
Breathe.
Ugh. Dang cough.
Riley's gonna die in a I'm gonna have to host this show.
Gosh darn cough.
And I can't even send an email. I don't even know how an email works.
So
Well,
that was Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman. He's awesome. I love the band. I think they're so good. They're just good old school rock.
I love how soft spoken he is.
Yeah.
Like I like his voice.
Okay.
It itched a part of my brain. You ever hear something where you're like, that itches a good part of my brain?
All right.
It itched a good part of my brain. Anywho, sorry. I got weird. Okay. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time we post a new video. And I have more things to say.
Oh, okay.
You just hold your horses over there.
Holding.
All right. If you have friends, family, have them go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube. We want to hit 500, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is very doable. I mean, if you go and tell 5 friends, and then they tell 5 friends, and then they tell 5 friends, before you know it, we're at 500. Have them follow the Instagram. You can even have them go to the website that Harley did so much work on. Have them go look at the website. Everything is on the website. It's so easy to use. Even your grandmas and grandpas could use it.
That is true.
It is very easy to use. And don't forget, guys, that if you are looking for everything music, if you are looking for records, for CDs, for record players, this is the place to go. And we have a promo code, HookandBridge15, to get you 15% off. And they ship anywhere in the United States.
Online only.
Online only. Yeah, you can't use it in store. But online only. HookandBridge15 ships right to your house. And it's very quick. I got my records a week earlier than I was supposed to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really awesome. So,
and they also protect them far more than like Amazon or other suppliers. Like they come in very protected.
I could go on for ages. I have a record box, so I got 2 Khaled records and a Sabrina Carpenter CD. Okay, so I wanted to chew on that so bad during the show, and I knew I couldn't. That's the baby's chew toy. He a chicken. Anywho, so mine came in a very nice box, and I will be moving. And I have multiple records that I've been putting in this box because it's such a, like, it's the perfect record shape. I don't know how they do it. Like, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anywho, so I'm excited, and I think that everyone should go buy from them.
Yeah, so we are trying to get to that 500 on YouTube, 500 on Instagram. We're much closer on the Instagram than the YouTube. But yeah, both of those things really, really help us out. Also,
awesome guests.
Yeah.
Dustin, Douglas, and the Electric
And just like rating and reviewing the show also helps us out a ton. Just, these are all very simple things that you can do that cost you no money. It just takes literally a moment of your time, and then you just hit it and forget about it. So we really appreciate all of the listeners though, and you guys are all incredible, and we love doing the show.
Sorry, I just wanted to get all those things out because I was thinking about them. I was like, we gotta promote. Anywho,
all right. Well, it has been real, everybody, and peace.